All right, the highlights from Wednesday in our live trading chat room at Greatstockpix.com. SWY, it was already on balance watch if I pan out here. Ever since the gap up, it's been selling and hasn't broken its early high any of these days. So I had it on balance watch for today, and then it opens and sells off. Now, when you're down that many days in a row after a gap up, or even if it's a stock that's ugly on the daily, at some point it's going to turn. So this is the opening candle here, and straight down again for like the fourth day in a row. Became interesting to me. I went ahead and called it long. I said, oh, on a 5 setup over this candle, this might be the bottom after all that selling. Okay, so basically I think it was 2381 with a 2371 stop. That's not a bad risk reward 20 minutes into the session. Look at the volume that came in there, which really kind of gave me confidence that I made the right call. And then we get up and we test the high of the day, and we actually pushed through it here on volume. So it wasn't a huge trade, but anywhere in here we were up. And then, as I told our members, actually got another, that was the final push of the day right there. As I told our members, I'm not trading the afternoon because it's usually chaos on FOMC, and I would just prefer to take my cash, go home, and then trade the open tomorrow, because the opens to me are where the money is at, and FOMC chaos is just, to me, unpredictable and not worth risking money. But anyway, so that was my SWY call. Also called MYGN right off the bat. Well, I shouldn't say right off the bat. 15 minutes in is when I called it. Here's the opening candle today, 5 minutes. And you had lower highs, but both these second two 5-minute candles stayed inside of the first one. Had this one on bounce watch. I'll show you the daily in just a second. And so I just called this long on a high of day break. The entry idea, 2666 with a stop, I think at 2640. So then there's the trigger. And, with a 5, 10, 15 minutes later, we're up at 27, selling into the whole number. And I think it went a little bit farther after that before coming back down. But here's the daily. And so you can see the market closed really horribly, but I wasn't around for it because I wasn't going to mess with it. Anyway, now you just got another red day down. But it was certainly beaten up and had some support at 26. I had that in one of our watch list videos. So you can see the entry and how it worked. Now, some people might say, well, it didn't work because look at what it did in the afternoon. We don't care, right? We were selling up here at the whole number. So it wasn't a huge trade. Now, there were some big trades called in the room by a couple of our all-stars. CME short, big ideas, one of our all-stars called this short literally right there at 76.50. Stop about, 18 cents above. And from 76.50, this went down to 75.54. So almost a dollar move in our favor on less than 20 cents risk. Great call by Big Ideas there. PAY, Zozo, one of our all-stars, Zozo, called this one right here at this blue line. And the thinking was you had a strong open. It's a beaten up stock. Pulled back. Then it takes out the high of the day. And Zozo bought this pullback to the blue line there, which is the 8-period moving average on 5s. He bought this right around 16.25. Stop at 16.10. And look at that. From 16.25, this thing went to 16.85. Very nice move on a $16 stock on 15 cents risk. It didn't get stopped out. And Osman K, another one of our newer all-stars, called TSOO right here. I think it was because it was close to the previous day's high, and TSOO was strong this morning. He called it long at 57.95. So right there, stop about 20 cents below. Which was probably right about here, I guess. Anyway, from 57.95, this thing went up to 58.88. So almost a dollar move in our favor there on 20 cents risk as well. So the All-Stars were good today. Again, I wasn't around for the afternoon, so I don't have any calls to recap from that. And also Jonathan L. Posted Q-Core volume alert right there. Again, that's not an official trade, but you see the volume spike. Anyone in our room could have had it there if they believed it was going to go higher. And from the 46.80 area, it went up to 47.50 in a hurry. So, and I know I saw some people making money on that one as well. And that's my wrap up for the day. Like I said, the afternoon. Let me show you the SPY chaos. Here is the opening. Whoops, let me try that again. Here's the opening 5-minute candle on the SPY. There's the opening 5-minute high, a little lower high, and you can see what you get during the pre-FOMC. It's just sideways, nothing. That's why I say we took our trades early when you still had the kind of the opening imbalances. But look what happens here. You go up through the high of the day in a split second on FOMC and then just tank. Then you come back up almost to the high of the day, and then it was just all over. So I don't like to try to trade that. So anyway, it was nice being in cash and not even knowing what the market was doing this afternoon. I'm going to quit babbling. Have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.